It's game time. The Kid Gowie. Ravens Nation. All we know is purple and black. And if you're not a Ravens fan, welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, M&T Bank Stadium, where opponents don't make it out alive unless we bury them. Every team be afraid of them, especially all the quarterbacks, as our defensive linemen won't hesitate to leave you sacked. Let's take a minute, go back to Super Bowl 35. Domination was an understatement up against the Giants. Numerous touchdowns, they put up numbers, and it didn't take a nutritionist to see they hunger. Only stat Kerry Collins could get was interceptions. He must have thought throwing to the D counted as receptions. The pass was legendary, but don't sleep on the present. Our secondary make quarterbacks avoid their direction. You tryna run the ball, you better hope your blockers work. You can juke, you can spin, but your destination's the turf. This is a man's game, being soft will get you hurt. Watch the defense force a fumble and the fans go berserk. 17 weeks, only one league out of 32 squads. No one's messing with our team. We all bleed black and purple, you can check our IVs. Raven Nation fly high, watch us all spread our wings. Put your game face on, embarrass the competition. You ain't talking about the greatest if the Ravens aren't mentioned. Screw every other team, cause those dudes are whack. In Baltimore, the only thing we know is purple and black. Go! They always win when the championship's on the line. So if you hoping that they failed, then you really wasting your time. Go and ask the 49ers, I'm pretty sure they remember when they made a comeback, but weren't declared the winners. 2 rings down, but you know they won't stop now. If the opposing D's caught slipping, you know exactly how that goes. That's another deep connection for 6 points in the end zone. The stadium goes wacko as Ravens put in work. Pittsburgh Steelers, that still curtain is looking more like a skirt. So tell me who they say is going to beat them Bengals. Who used to beat the Browns until they relocated? Ravens, they are one of the greatest. There's simply no denying it. To beat them, bringing your A game's a requirement. With the youth of the team, I bet they still be dominant, even after the greatest linebacker's retirement. 17 weeks, only one league out of 32 squads. No one's messing with our team. We all bleed black and purple, you can check our IVs. Raven Nation fly high, watch us all spread our wings. Put your game face on, embarrass the competition. You ain't talking about the greatest if the Ravens aren't mentioned. Screw every other team, cause those dudes are whack. In Baltimore, the only thing we know is purple and black. Go!
Welcome to another edition of szg Sports. My name is Sunny. Thank you for being here. This is the recap of the game. I said to you guys that I was thinking about doing them live now. So if you, and then that means if you want to be part of this show, go ahead and text. Last show, we were having some technical difficulties. I tested everything before we started, so hopefully it's working. Thank you again for being here. Don C, shout out to you, brother. Thank you for joining the live stream. Okay, let's talk about this game. This game was almost like a tale of two halves. Not almost. It was a tale of two halves. First half, it was a little rainy. The offense looked meh, as well what I said on my halftime report. The defense for the most part was good, although one of my keys to this game was making sure they contained the running backs, and that didn't happen. The running backs, just so I don't get fact checked later. Rushing, they had 60 yards by Michael Carter, and then the rookie Brees Hall had 23. Between them, 83, 6 yards per clip, and then 3.8 yards per clip. Not great. And on the other side, for the Baltimore Ravens, our running game was not there. I mean, at the end, there was 2 decent run, and then Mike Davis, which rush. That was after the fumble. That was it, right? He was like, not anymore. Justice Hill, in my opinion, for me, for the past couple of years, I said this about Justice Hill, that he's not a running back. In my, that he hasn't been capable of being the running back that we thought when we drafted. He's pretty good special teamers, and that is where it stops. Okay, so what did I love about this game? I love Lamar Jackson pocket presence, right? His pocket presence was good. I liked it a lot. Duvernay, that's the guy that I thought they drafted 3 years ago. His stats were 4 targets, 4 receptions, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. And the first touchdown pass, that was a hard touchdown pass. And I thought the guy interfered with him a little bit. But it was touchdown, good. Bateman, I will say Bateman was more for me like a meh. Like that, there's a great play on that long pass that he got behind the defense. It was more the defense miscommunication, right? Sauce Gardner passed it to the safety. The safety's like, oh shit, I had to follow this guy. It wasn't like Bateman ran a great route or did anything special. But hey, he catched the ball. Great pass by Lamar. Lamar's 3 touchdown pass was beautiful. The first one to Duvernay was tight, perfect ball. Duvernay better catch. Duvernay made the catch. The second on Duvernay, no look pass, perfect, beautiful. The third touchdown pass was the deep throw, right? Great. Now, well, let me keep with stuff that I loved. And remember, if you want to be in the show, I'm gonna have my guy from Game Medicine soon. If you want to be in the show, again, text me there, and we'll get you in the show. Okay. On offense, Mark Andrews had a decent game. He felt like he was forgotten a little bit, and not because of Lamar. It was more like Andrews. I don't know. I will have to watch the 21 to see if it was just the defense from the Jets key on Andrews, because what they were doing was basically saying, you're not gonna run. You're gonna beat me with your arm, right? Let's talk about a little bit about the offensive line. Juwan James was not great. I actually think McCarry played better. Juwan James is done for the year. It's the last thing I heard. So hopefully he's doing better. I mean, I said that we couldn't be trusting Juwan James, not because of his play, also his injury history. And then Powers has his moment. If you say Sonny, great Powers, C will be my grade. And then we get Linderbaum. There was 2 snaps that I remember they weren't great. Other than that, the center position he played great. First week debut against a really good interior defensive lineman. He held his own. I like what I saw. I like what I saw for Linderbaum a lot. And then Seidler, good. Morgan Moses, again, I don't remember anybody really beating Moses, but maybe once. So also, I would say from the center to the right, I will say B+ to A. From left guard, C, and then left tackle, meh. Right, and left tackle, I think he's probably. But Makari hopefully held his own for at least a week or 2 until Stanley gets back. Okay, and then the running backs, C- will be my grade for the running backs. And then if you go to the receivers, Duvernay, I will give him an A. Bateman, I will give him a C. And that's it. Nobody pro didn't do any. Oh, Robinson, like a B-. That last throw that Lamar did was horrible. I mean, I don't even know. He like jumped a little bit and floated it up so high. So he was underthrew the guy Robinson by a lot, but he was like a B-. Okay, let's flip it to the defense. Oh wait, no, tight ends. Man, Andrews, I said like a B. I will say, or C+ because usually have more. We demand a little bit more from Andrews. Likely, I will say an F. Likely was off. 2 drops. The holding call, not disciplined. He looked like a fourth round rookie, which was late fourth round. That's how he looked. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be every game, but that's how he looked, right? So we need better from Likely because we were all hyped from Likely. He did great in the preseason. I think they need to throw him shorter passes and complete better. And Lamar Jackson, I think overall the grade that I would give him is a B. A lot of good throws, a lot of bad throws too. Behind the guys low. I hate when he throws low. So yeah, I'm not. He was off in some throws, but a lot of good ones as well. Obviously, the 3 touchdown pass is a thing of beauty, so I will say B. And then shout out to Electric Tyrone. Thank you for being here. Now let's talk about the defense overall, because it's hard to pinpoint in the defense. Like Marlowe has some plays that Fuller has some plays that also kind of shaky. Stevens as well. But overall, I'm gonna go overall corners, a solid B. Even I saw Armour Davis. I was like surprised because Armour Davis for me has been a phantom. Solid B. I think the secondary, when I'm talking just specifically the DBs, solid B. Now if I go on the safeties, obviously, so I tweeted this. I said Williams in that big first run on the left side, he for some reason cheated in. There was a gap being open there. But the problem is when he was the last man there, right? So when he went in, I think it was Carter, he bounced it out and then he was out of position. You almost want him to go a little wide and force him in because that's where his middle linebackers will be, right? So obviously that was my opinion. The only mistake that I saw, the interception was great. He high pointed that ball. That was great. Chuck Clark, obviously the fumble, but other than the fumble, I thought he had a solid game. And then Hamilton, the little things I saw here and there, he looked good. So I would say the safety's an A. I will definitely give the safety. The one thing, and this is going to be the next thing I'm going to talk about, the one thing I wanted more my safety because the linebacking core, I will give them a C minus. And you're like, C minus? Queen was all over the field. There was a point that I thought, are they just blitzing Queens? Because when they were not blitzing Queens, he looked a little lost. When that gap opened, you wanted your middle linebacker, where is it to fill that gap? He wasn't there. The other play that I saw, they bounced and he was there on the white side. It was on the right side, but it was a white run. Patrick Queen got sucked by 81. Conklin, he just said, you're not gonna be here, and it almost felt like Queen couldn't even disengage. And on the passing side, at the end of the game, there was one good. I think it was Brees Hall, but he was there, and I was like, oh, okay, great. He covered that play well. But overall, I felt like Patrick Queen was lost, and the rest of the linebacker was not existing. Right, Malik was a couple of snaps here and there. Bynes, I saw him more than Malik. They weren't great. They weren't bad. So I said a C. But the problem was the Jets were abusing us on the passing on the running backs. And the stats here for the running backs were the two. No, well, Corey Davis was the one with the most yards, and that was basically garbage time, right? He has 77 yards, 6 receptions. I don't have any problem with that because again, it was in garbage time most of that. But Michael Carter get a lot of his reception was in crunch time. 9 targets, 7 receptions, 40 yards. A lot of, it wasn't like deep passes, obviously, but it was moving the chain. There was a lot of moving the chain. And then Hall the same. Look, he had 10 targets, 6 receptions, 38 yards. And I feel like they were so successful. I don't know why they didn't go more in those, but our linebackers couldn't cover them as much. And again, you drafted Hamilton. You said, you know what? Instead, I'm going to use my 3 safeties. Hamilton, you are going to just take the running back out. Because they're just going to be, it was swing pass to the right, swing pass to the left. It was just like there was a point that was all they were doing. Literally was all that they were doing. Anyway, so we talk about safety, we talk about corners, we talk about middle linebackers. Let's talk about that front. Outside backers. Justin Houston, I felt bad for that left tackle. No, I didn't. But Justin Houston was manhandling that left tackle. Left tackle had no business being there. It was just bad. For the left tackle, it was just bad. The interior, my goodness. Jets fans told me my interior is amazing, right? I mean, I even have a comment in my preview of the game. And I said, maybe I underestimate. I knew Vera Tucker was decent, but I felt like there was so much pressure through that middle. Pierce, Marabuki, Washington. And I said it. I mean, I was sad that Washington didn't get that sack, but low-key Washington had a hell of a game. Pierce, hell of a game. Marabuki, I know you heard that name a lot. Hell of a game. We don't have Travis Jones yet. Our guy, yes sir, Campbell had a really good game on the passing side. Really strong game as well. The guy that we didn't see much, Double O, right? Olafe Owe. Right tackle had him in check for most of the game. Are you concerned? I'm concerned because that right tackle that the Jets have, and I'm blanking his name, he's decent. He is good. Well, not decent. He's good. If always the guy that we think he is, he shouldn't be that good. Meaning he shouldn't prevent Owe. And let me see if I can see if he even had a pressure. Odafe Owe here had 2 tackles, 2 solos, no pass deflected, but they don't have the pressure stats yet. I think he had 1 pressure maybe. That's what I need from Odafe, right? Like Houston was there, Pierce was there, and I felt like Odafe Owe was not there. It was not connecting. So obviously we need more from Mr. Odafe Owe. So I will say Odafe Owe, I will give him a C minus. Justin Houston like a B. I will give him an A plus, but I mean, he was manhandling a bad player. My interior, I will give him an A. The interior D-line, I thought they were fantastic. Okay. Let me see here. Terrence, shout out to you, man. Team Rami. Fuller might be done. Yeah, I think Fuller is done. And we're gonna have game medicine soon. Must be the money for LG. We'll see. That the contract thing, guys, you want to bring it all year if you want, but the reality is Lamar said we're done negotiating. And then Costa said, okay, that's fine. So Pittsburgh beat the Bengals, screw the Bengals. Well, hi, man. Tomorrow we're gonna be live for AFC North Talk. Should be a fun one. Our interior D line is nice. Bungle's gonna bungle. That right tackle was really good handling. Oh yes, but I don't think he's all pro or even a Pro Bowl right tackle. Now he might be all pro this year, but that concerns me. I don't know about y'all. That concerns me. We only have 3, and 1 is a practice squad guy that we gotta basically keep bringing for the first 4 weeks. That concerns me. Dude, I said that 6 times for they will have had a rotation of him, Pierce, and Washington. Jones will be a beast. The thing with Jones, guys, I think he'll be good. Because if these 3 guys keep playing how they're playing, he doesn't have to be a world beater day 1, right? All he has to do is give breathers to the other guys. They were all fantastic. Okay, let's get my guy here from Game Medicine. If you want to be in the show, I'm going to have time for 1 or 2 calls. 443-292-2337 is 443-292-2337. Text me. Don't call me. Text me, and I'll give you a phone call back. How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, man. It's always good after a victory, right? It's always good after a victory.
Yeah. Yeah, it always feels good after a victory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, what is the latest? I'm assuming they're both out for the year, but I want to hear from you. What is the latest first from Fuller and Juwan James? And then if we want to get any updates on Dobbins, MP, and Stanley. Before you go, when I saw that it was raining, and I know me and you were talking before the game, I saw it was raining. It's like, if it's sunny and dry, you might want to, especially with Dobbins, throw him there for a couple snaps. Right? Mike Davis ran it twice. So you could throw Dobbins for 2, but not in a wet condition, right? He's recovering, and that's probably, in my opinion, what was their thought. But anyway, go ahead. Tell me about the 2 that left the game.
My God, it's really, really, really bad because Coach Harbaugh, he just confirmed that Jawan James has torn his Achilles. It's the same Achilles that he was coming back from,
Okay.
and he ripped it completely off the bone, completely
Ooh.
off of the femur, because as we know, the Achilles tendon runs from the calf muscle all the way down to the calcaneus bone, which is your heel bone. Now, normally, there's an area right above the heel that's called the erogenous zone. This zone has really poor blood supply, and like over 90 or about 80 to 90% of all Achilles injuries happen here. Now, as we saw, his foot like bent all the way back toward his shin. This is called dorsiflexion. It's a normal foot movement, but normally it doesn't go back that far. And I saw that. I'm going like, oh man, he probably he probably re-hurt his Achilles. And I was like, oh, I said, oh no. Then I saw Coach Harbaugh's thing, and Coach Harbaugh's press conference, and he was like, yeah, he said, yep, he ripped it, but not only did he just rip it, he tore it completely off the
Yeah,
bone.
I think he needs to
So
retire. I think he's done.
yeah, yeah. We're not talking about out for season, maybe come back next year. No, that's maybe a career ender.
Yeah, but
I
he
think I
on
think he's
his
done.
age and he keeps getting hurt. I think he's done. He needs to just call it, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And now Fuller. We all saw it. We know the mechanism. We all know what the mechanism is, and the way he was grabbing his knee. That was the exact same way Dobbins grabbed his knee when we played the Washington in the last preseason game. That they're pretty much going to confirm. They're doing more MRIs to confirm, but come on, we all know he tore his left ACL. Worst case scenario, he tore the ACL and the MCL. He's out for the season. He's going to need ligament reconstruction surgery, 12 to 18 month recovery timeline. He may have his whole knee may need to be reconstructed just the way Joe Burrow's was, or the way that J.K. Dobbins was. So that's really bad. Yeah, I saw those wet conditions. I'm saying, oh Lord, please don't let us have any injuries.
Yes, sir. That's what I thought as well. Okay. Well, saying that, let's talk about the guys that did not make their debut. Let's start with JK.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins. Now, we saw some video from our beat writers. Mainly, I think Jonah Schaefer and Jameson Hensley put these out.
Okay.
He was like he got some of a pregame workout in. He was up running routes, doing some running and stuff like that, and it looks good. But I was like, no, I don't expect him to play. Now he was a game time decision. He was questionable, but then like everybody was like, no, because the thing is, he suffered a major soft tissue injury. He tore a ligament, badly sprained the ligament, and also messed up the lateral meniscus. Now you have two parts of your meniscus. The lateral, which is on the outside of your knee, and the medial meniscus on the inside of your knee. He messed up the outside portion, the lateral one, and that needs time to heal. He needs at least 2 more weeks. I expect him to be back week 3, week 4. We should have put him back on the PUP from what I'm saying.
Okay. And then MP.
Marcus Peters, we saw him. He actually did some laps around the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
He ran up some stairs. He did some individual coverage drills, and everybody was saying, he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. And really, I'd say of the 3, Gus, JK, and Marcus, I'd say his rehab had been kind of the most effective because he looked like he could have played today, but like I said, we just want to make sure that soft tissue is completely healed and it's ready. So, like I said, I would hold both JK, and Marcus Peters out until week 4 just to be safe, and because we want that soft tissue, those ligaments, to completely support the knee joint, so we don't have a repeat or re-injury to it.
So you're not expecting the MP to be back next week?
There's a possibility. There's a possibility he can be back week I mean, like they'll probably reevaluate him week 2.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking about. But really, he said, but really, in my estimation, I would reevaluate him, put him through a full week. He'll have a full week, and then because even Marcus Peters himself has said he's not going to come back until he feels 100%. That's just the way he is. So we'll see. He's a bit of a question mark. He could play week 2, but I think he probably waits.
Okay, and then finally with Stanley.
See, like, did any of us really think he was going to play? There was a lot of optimism, a lot of stuff coming back, but come on, he just came back to practice that week. He only had 2 in which he was limited, and he really only did individual drills. He did some blocking drills with the team, which was good. But once again, even though the fracture in the bone has healed and the joint is structurally sound somewhat, the main thing that the trainers were concerned about, and these are from my sources, the main thing the trainers were concerned about are what's known as the medial ankle ligaments. Now, normally when an ankle is sprained, when you roll your ankle, it's the lateral or outside ligaments on the outside of your ankle. The inside or medial ankle ligaments, those have more tissue and they're more fibrous and they're thicker in the trunk than outside ligaments, and they take longer to heal. That's why inside ankle sprains are so rare, because these are thicker and they can support a lot more. Now, he damaged these when he had his ankle fracture. Those were also damaged, so he also he's going to need some more time for that to come back. I say week 4, hell, maybe even week 5.
For Stanley.
Which
will be huge, because now without Juwan James, Makari, like I said earlier, I think Makari held his own. I think Makari played better than Juwan James today. My assumption is they're probably going to activate Falele, and they're going to say, God help us if Makari goes down. If Makari goes down, they might say Morgan Moses, try left tackle, and Falele on the right. And if Morgan Moses sucks at left, then you put him back up right and say Falele here. At least it's 1 instead of 2 positions. Tackle positions sucking. They might go and try to get somebody, guys, from the tackle position. For now, I don't know who's out there. I don't think there's that many players out there. But
nobody good. Nobody good.
Yeah, nobody good. Exactly. At this point, the only players that I remember that were being decent, it was D tackle Sue. We don't need one of those right now. Wide receiver Fuller, who knows? We might need one of those. And that's it.
Yeah. So now here's a good thing, because like of the about 34 to 36 games that Daniel Falele has actually started when he was at Minnesota, he had some experience at left tackle. It was only 3 games, but during those 3 games, he gave up no sacks. He gave up no sacks and only 4 QB pressures. And so who knows? Maybe we try him on the left, but I think, like I said, the first because Makari is the most versatile lineman I think we have, because he plays guard, both tackles, maybe even center sometimes.
Yeah.
So because even he was the swing tackle just in case somebody went down.
Yes,
so that's 2. So that's good as well too. Now I even heard some rumblings, some from some inside sources, that we may even try Tristan Colon Castillo at right tackle. I highly advise against that, because he's more of a center or a guard type,
he's an inside guy,
not a tackle.
Yeah, definitely. Whoever told you that rumor obviously didn't know the Ravens, because I never seen the Ravens even attempt to put him there. So I'll probably advise against it.
I advise against that.
So anyway, I think right now the biggest problem is we're super thin on tackle, and all our tackles in theory are right tackles, because even Makari, his most experience on the right tackle position. Again, he held his own. Good for him. We play Miami. I don't remember Miami's pass rusher at the moment, but the next I know
Ogba is probably it.
Yeah.
Also, watch for that that versatile safety, Javon Holloway.
Mm-hmm.
He rushes like he's kind of in the Tyrann Mathieu mold. He rushes the passer likes to do that as well too. Kind of like a Tyrann Mathieu Jamal Adams hybrid, like more of a box guy, but he can also really good coverage. Also Jalen Phillips out of Miami. That guy is a stud. So we need to watch out for him.
I forgot about Phillips. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how many tackles do we have left? We have Falele,
We have 3.
Macari.
That's it. And we have one in the practice squad that I can remember. It was Sharp. Maybe it was Sharp. I think it was Sharp.
Yeah. What about McKenzie? The D tackle? We tried to put him on our. We tried to cross train him on the offensive line. What about him? Did we get rid of him?
I think so. Let me see something. Let me see if there is a practice squad. I don't see it. If Phillips is in the Giants practice squad, we might try to get him. Because Phillips at least knows this offense, and he could be a swing tackle. He's not the greatest, but at this point, none of your options other than Stanley will be the greatest. So we shall see. Anything else, man?
Nope, that's everything.
We appreciate you the update. We appreciate you being here. Thank you, bro.
Oh yeah, anytime. Love the content.
Yeah,
you're amazing, dude.
Go check my guy, get Madison. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh yeah, you can find me a lot of places. You can find me follow me at Game Medicine on Twitter, and also check out my Game Medicine channel on YouTube. I'm going to try to do more content like I do. Like I'm trying to start, when the official one comes out on Friday. Like if I have time, and I don't have the late shift or anything, I'll try to get do a video explaining it, like kind of like how I did my latest video. So yeah, we'll try to get into more things like that, and maybe even try to set up something known as the Ravens Medical Network. So check for that out. Check out for that.
Yep, go check him out. He's here in the chat as well, so you can find him. And Twitter, he always putting his updates there. Thank you, brother.
Anytime, man.
Take care. So, guys, I think it was a solid win. Like I said, that first half was kind of slow, and we did not look all geared up, especially on offense. I haven't watched the interviews, but I'm assuming the players probably going to allude to rustiness, not playing in the preseason. In the second half, obviously, you can see how they were more comfortable. Also, I told my wife, like, as soon as the race stopped, both Flacco and Lamar look more comfortable. Going to Baltimore against Miami. Last time we played Miami, that defense was bad for us. It was bad. So hopefully, and it wasn't like our defense played horribly. So I'm expecting our defense to do their thing, but this offense needs to wake up early. This Miami team is a good team this year. I'm expecting good things from Miami. But anyway, during the week, watch my preview of the game. So I'm trying right now to get the guy from Behind Enemy Lines. He committed, and now he has an answer. So hopefully he can be here. And hey, win number 1, 16 more to go. Let's get it.